When history tells you something was lost forever, look closer. Look beyond the ashes, beyond the rewritten stories, beyond the convenient endings they provide. Some believe the knowledge of the Library of Alexandria was never destroyed. It was taken, stolen, hidden away in the corridors of power, preserved in the shadows while the world was led to believe that a beacon of enlightenment had been turned to dust. What if the destruction of the Library of Alexandria was not an accident of war, nor a tragic loss of human progress? What if it was an erasure by design? A calculated move to consolidate knowledge, not to destroy it, but to hoard it, to wield it as an instrument of control. The official narrative is well known. The Library of Alexandria, the most ambitious intellectual endeavor of the ancient world, was built in the 3rd century BCE under the reign of Ptolemy I and his successors. It sought to collect all human knowledge, housing hundreds of thousands of scrolls from across civilizations: Egyptian, Greek, Indian, Persian, Mesopotamian. It was an unparalleled archive of wisdom, philosophy, science, and mysticism. And then, we are told, it was lost. Burned, sacked, ravaged by conquerors and careless rulers. The precise details are murky, perhaps deliberately so. Some blame Julius Caesar's siege of Alexandria in 48 BCE. Others point to the destruction of pagan temples by Theophilus in the 4th century CE, or the Muslim conquest centuries later. But the inconsistencies are striking. No historical account provides a clear, decisive moment when the knowledge perished in flames. Instead, there is silence, gaps, a gradual fading from the record. Knowledge does not simply vanish, it moves. It shifts hands, changes form, is repurposed by those who understand its value. What if the library's vast collection was never burned, but rather relocated? What if its contents were absorbed into the hidden repositories of secret societies, religious institutions, and ruling classes? Some believe that, long before any so-called destruction, the most important texts were smuggled out of Alexandria. The elite of the ancient world understood that knowledge was power, and they would not let that power be lost so easily. There are whispers that scrolls and manuscripts found refuge in the Vatican archives, the monastic libraries of Tibet, the underground chambers of the Freemasons, or even the lost city of Shambhala. The Vatican, in particular, is a name that surfaces time and again in these speculations. Its secret archives contain thousands of documents inaccessible to the public, spanning centuries of knowledge that could reshape our understanding of history, religion, and human capability. Did the Vatican's early custodians, sensing the fragility of human civilization, gather and protect remnants of the Alexandrian wisdom? Were the teachings of ancient scientists, mystics, and philosophers absorbed into the esoteric traditions of the Church, selectively revealed only to those deemed worthy? Others suggest the Islamic Golden Age inherited fragments of the library's knowledge, preserved and expanded upon by scholars in Baghdad's House of Wisdom. It is no coincidence that, centuries after Alexandria's supposed fall, an explosion of scientific, mathematical, and philosophical breakthroughs emerged in the Middle East. Was this merely the natural course of intellectual progress, or was it the result of hidden knowledge resurfacing in controlled doses? And then, there are the more elusive theories, that the library's most secret volumes, the ones concerning metaphysics, the nature of reality, forbidden technologies, and human potential, found their way into the vaults of secret societies, that the Rosicrucians, the Freemasons, or even modern intelligence agencies possess fragments of this lost knowledge, using it to shape the world in ways the common man is never meant to understand. If the library contained mere historical records and philosophical musings, its erasure would not have been necessary. But if it housed knowledge that threatened existing power structures, then secrecy was imperative. Consider what may have been among those lost scrolls. Advanced science beyond its time. Could the library have held blueprints for technologies that modern civilization has yet to rediscover? Were there ancient theories of physics, energy, or medicine that could have accelerated human progress by centuries, if only they had been allowed to reach the masses. Forbidden spiritual knowledge. Many ancient cultures believed in the power of the human mind to shape reality. Was the library's destruction an effort to suppress teachings on consciousness, energy manipulation, or the nature of the soul? Did it contain maps to the human potential that those in power did not want unlocked? Hidden histories and lost civilizations. What if the library contained records of civilizations older than recorded history? Evidence of advanced societies long before Egypt, Sumer, or India? If so, the knowledge could shatter mainstream historical narratives and force humanity to confront its forgotten origins. If the Library of Alexandria was never truly lost, then who holds its secrets now? Who decides what is revealed and what remains hidden? The Vatican, intelligence agencies, shadow organizations that operate outside the awareness of governments? We know that knowledge has always been a tool of control. Those who dictate what the masses can and cannot learn shape the course of history. We are led to believe that our scientific and philosophical advancements are the result of linear progress. But what if that progress is being carefully curated, with breakthroughs doled out in increments, always under the control of unseen hands? It is no coincidence that key figures throughout history, Leonardo da Vinci, Nikola Tesla, Isaac Newton, seem to access knowledge far beyond their time. Did they stumble upon hidden wisdom, or were they given selective access by those who guard the secrets of the ancient world? Even now, in the digital age, knowledge is controlled, information is filtered, censored, distorted. What we are allowed to learn is often dictated not by its truth, but by its usefulness to those in power. If the Library of Alexandria still exists in some form, it is not for the common man. It is for those who understand that knowledge is the most powerful currency of all. Imagine for a moment that the lost knowledge of Alexandria was suddenly made public. That all of it, every suppressed secret, every hidden truth, was unleashed upon the world. Would humanity rise, enlightened, to a new era of understanding? Or would the sudden shift be too great, too destabilizing, causing chaos among those who have been conditioned to believe in the limitations placed upon them? Perhaps this is why the knowledge remains hidden. Because those who wield it believe the world is not ready. Because power structures built over millennia would crumble overnight if the masses truly understood the nature of reality, of themselves, of what lies beyond the veil of perception. Or perhaps, just perhaps, the greatest deception of all is that we need permission to seek this knowledge, that we must wait for it to be given to us. What if the wisdom of the ancients, the secrets of the Library of Alexandria, are not locked away in secret vaults, but encoded in the very fabric of existence, waiting for those with the will to uncover them? What if the real secret is that the power has always been within you? Look closer. The truth was never lost, it was hidden in plain sight, and those who seek shall find.